Now in this edition of my Gumout Pushing the Envelope, I'm going to go a little different direction. I'm going to talk about rules that NASCAR already has in place. Now for years, NASCAR, they looked closely at the engines of the race car, checking the cubic inches to make sure no one was over 358 cubic inches, or maybe if you sat on the pole or won the race, they'd pull the head, check the bore and the stroke, make sure the carburetor was right. That was pretty much it. But then they started looking at other things about the engine. And when this really started was when teams were turning more and more RPM, getting close to even over 10,000 RPM. When you start turning that many RPM, you start stepping across the line of durability. So back in the 90s, a team sat on a pole at a particular track. NASCAR pulled the engine out, started looking at internal components, mainly the weight of parts like the wrist pin, the piston, and the connecting rod. Now, why would NASCAR care? The lighter these parts are, not only is there a durability issue, but it costs the owners a lot of money. So after that, they started making rules about the minimum weight of such components. Now, I'm not talking about pounds. I'm not even talking about ounces. I'm talking about grams. That's a lot of these parts right here. The minimum weight is in grams. Now, does a team want to push the envelope? I don't know, because a couple of years ago, a team won a race. They found that one connecting rod was just a few grams too light. They didn't take the win away, but there was a substantial fine. Now, as I've told you before, this is just between you and me.